guys, so today I'm going to be doing the little bit of everything tag, and I first saw this on Chrissy Lily's channel, who I'm obsessed with. I love her to death, and I saw this tag and I thought it was really interesting, and I haven't done a tag video in quite a while, so I thought I would just give this a go. So it has 30 questions, and they're all just about a little bit of everything, hence the name of the tag. And I'll tag some people in particular in the description bar, but I want to see all of you do this video as well, or at least leave your answers in the comments so I can read them and we can talk about all of the answers. But I'm just going to get into it. I have my iPad here and I'm just going to start at number 1. So number 1 is, do you keep up with the Kardashians? No, and I don't think I could name all of them. I know that there's a Chloe, but other than that, I just don't know their names. Number 2, if you could have an old muscle car, which one would you choose? I think I would want the car that they have in Supernatural. Right now, I'm just not, I think it's an Impala. I would have that black car. That would be awesome. Do you curse like a sailor when the camera isn't rolling? Yes, I swear kind of a lot. Not like every other word is a swear word, but I do love a good expletive when I feel that the need arises, so I do swear quite a lot. Number 4. If your significant other gave you a hall pass, who would you use it on? Be honest. I don't know if I would, and I feel like people always say this, but if in some fairy tale world this actually does happen, probably Benedict Cumberbatch. I've had a few little risque dreams about him in the past, so I would just say him, but obviously it would, never happen. Number 5, what is one thing you do that you hate to admit? Oh, that I don't feel like there's anything that I would hate to admit. Sometimes I eat a lot of just raw cookie dough, but I don't know if I would hate to admit that. I'm pretty honest if someone's like, what do you do about this thing? So there isn't anything in particular that I would be like, I wish people didn't know, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Number 6, do you really brush your teeth in the morning and at night? Be honest. Most often, yes, or I try to, but I definitely brush my teeth in the morning. Number 7, what is your go-to drink at Starbucks? I used to be obsessed with the double chocolate chip frappuccinos, but I also like their chai lattes. Number 8, is your hair color your real hair color? Yes, I have never dyed my hair, and this is just how it looks. I used to swim a lot. I swam competitively for about 10 years, so my hair is kind of really happy that I've stopped doing that, because I used to swim like 2 or 3 times a day for a couple of hours, and my hair was just so upset and just gross. So now I think it's finally like, okay, I got you, girl. Thanks for not torturing me in the pool anymore. So yeah, this is my natural hair color. Number 9, if you could swap bodies with anyone, who would it be and why? I think I would swap bodies with Taylor Swift, just to see what it's like to be Taylor Swift. I think it'd be interesting. Number 10, have you read 50 Shades of Grey? If so, what did you think? I have not read 50 Shades of Grey, mostly because I don't really have that much time for reading. With grad school, I read a lot of books, and 50 Shades of Grey is not on the curriculum, so I have yet to read it. Number 11, do you crack your knuckles? Not really. Like, sometimes they'll just crack on their own, but I do crack my toes, which is a terrible habit, I'm sure, but since swimming, I just always crack my toes, because there was something about swimming that made my toes very crackable, so they crack all the time. Number 12, have you accidentally text messaged someone something you were supposed to be sending to your special someone? No, fortunately, I have not accidentally sent any inappropriate texts to anyone. Number 13, have you ever created a fake profile to creep on someone? No, I have not. Pretty good at creeping without creating fake profiles to do it. Number 14, which is your weakness? Cookies or pastries? Probably donuts, and specifically the custard-filled ones that have chocolate. We call them Long Johns, but I don't know if that's what people call them. It's just what my family does. And what would they be called? Why am I blanking? You know what I mean, the long ones with the chocolate frosting and they have custard. Oh my god, I could just eat those for life. Number 15, what do you love about yourself? Definitely my eyes. They are top notch. Those are great. great blue eyes. I feel like I'm very fortunate for having blue eyes. Everybody goes nuts about my eyes. I also, growing up before Alex and my like dating days ended, that was like the most complimented thing, and I got kind of tired of it. I'm like, okay guys, trust me, I know what my eyes look like. Thanks for constantly being like, you have great eyes. Like, oh wow, thank you. I also really like my sense of humor. I know most people don't get it, but like Alex and I have a great time. I think we have a very similar sense of humor, and it's always just a riot. We're always just being ridiculous, and I'm terrible at accents, but I still try to do them anyways, and it's just super fun. Number 16, do you have to match your nail polish to your toenail polish? Definitely not. I usually wear just like one toenail polish. It's usually a blue, and I will wear that until the last bits of it chip off, but I usually like touch it up. But they do not have to match. Number 17, tell us a few things about you that people would be surprised to know. I swam a lot, so that's kind of surprising. I used to play water polo. This is a good one. So water polo, if you don't know about it, it's basically like a combination of soccer mixed with like lacrosse. I don't know. It's it's like soccer in the water, but you use your hands, but you can only use one hand to play with. And people are always surprised that I play that because it's a very aggressive sport. You wouldn't normally like think of it, but a lot of dirty business happens underneath the water, a lot of scratching. I actually have scars from playing, and whenever I tell someone like what I played, and I played one of the defensive positions that gets a lot of violence on her, but I loved it, and I was like super aggressive, and it was really great, and I was actually really, really good. So I think people would be surprised to know that about me. What else? Oh, I'm not gonna obviously show you guys, but I used to film like videos in my bedroom when I was like 12. Maybe one day, if I like reach a huge milestone in subscribers, I'll share this with you guys, because it is the most embarrassing thing probably in my life. But I used to actually like do this, but like a video diary when I was really, really young, and it was super embarrassing, and I like lip synced to like Hillary Duff songs, and I was like obsessed with this boy, my first crush, and it was just the worst. But it's really funny because I've been filming myself for so long that YouTube is just like, of course Kayla would be on YouTube. Number 18, heels or flats? I usually choose flats even though I really like heels. Like if I could pull off heels every day, for sure, it would definitely do it, but I wear a lot of flats. Number 19, if you could do anything for one day and money wasn't an option, how would you spend your day? I think I would go to like Australia, or I really want to see Pompeii, so I would definitely travel. That would be awesome. I'd buy a lot of makeup because then I could have it after that one day was over. What was the last YouTube video you watched? It was actually one by Chrissy Lilly. She did a boots haul, and I think it was a boots haul. I just like drooled over everything because you guys in the UK have a lot of brands we don't have here, and I think that surprises people. People always expect the US to have a lot of brands, but I think it's kind of even. Like the brands that we have that you guys don't, you have just as many that we don't. So she was talking about bourgeois and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, I want it so bad. So that was the last video that I watched. Number 21, do you have road rage? Not really. I'll obviously be like, that was really stupid of you, sir. Why did you drive like that? But I feel like I'm pretty calm when I drive. I'm not that like aggressive. 22, what is your favorite rock and roll song? I grew up listening to a lot of rock and roll music because my dad always listened to it. So I like the Cars and the Doors and the Styx, but I can't pick one in particular that I like. 23, who was your first kiss and do you still talk to him? So my first kiss was when I was 15 or 16. I can't recall. I think I was 15. And it was at a Sadie Hawkins dance, and I didn't really know the guy, like I kind of knew him. And I would describe him, he kind of looked like Tiger Woods. He kind of looked like Tiger Woods. And I knew of him, but we hadn't really like talked and stuff. And then we were just like dancing and stuff, and he's like, can I kiss you? And I was like, yes. And then we kissed, and now I never talk to him. Cool story. 24. If you could have any YouTuber's closet, whose would it be? Definitely Essie Button. I feel like her style is very easy to wear, but also really cute. And I think we have very similar style choices. 25. If you could have one YouTuber's makeup collection, whose would it be? Probably Miss Glamorazzi or Essie Button. I feel like they have quite the collection. Number 26, do you have a nickname? People call me Kay, but not often. Like, there isn't like one nickname that everyone's like, oh, that's Kayla's nickname. We call her that all the time. So I would say Kay, but it's not really frequently. 27, what do you think is the best thing about your YouTube channel? I've been doing YouTube for a lot longer than I think people think I have. I started in 2010 when I was still living at my parents'. I had just graduated or was about to graduate from high school. And I love that. Like, it's embarrassing, but I love the fact that I've been doing it so long that I can look back and see that part of my life, which is really cool. I did it sporadically since then, but lately, obviously, I've definitely beefed up the content, and I really like that it's different. I feel like I do a lot of stuff people like, but I also do a lot of mixtures of things, which I just think it represents me. Like, I love beauty, but I also love board games, and I love stationery and planning, so I like that it's kind of like this combination of everything that just is me. 28, how many cars have you had and what were they? I've technically had just the one, but my sister got this like really old powder blue car when she first started driving, and I drove that for a little bit before I got the car that I currently have, which is a Toyota Matrix, and I've had that since I turned 16. 29, what's your favorite pizza? Just cheese. Just cheese, that's it. Nothing else, just the cheese. And 30, if you could have only one lipstick for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Probably Max Syrup or Max Plumful, but probably Syrup. I'm wearing it today, or now, right now. And it's just the one I always reach for in the mornings when I don't want to think about anything, so I'll probably just choose that one because I have used up one completely and now I own two because I thought I lost one, and so I bought another one and then I found it. So I would definitely say Max Syrup. So that is it. That is the a little bit of everything tag. As I said at the beginning of the video, definitely leave your comments in responses to the questions in the comments. That's what I meant to say. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!